All right, welcome back to Mr. B's Tech Corner. We've been Google searching here. Today, I want to take you to something a little bit different from Google. We've looked at the images and we've looked at some specific searches. I want to take you to Google Scholar. So just go ahead and type in scholar.google.com. So scholar.google.com. Now once you go to scholar.google.com, it's going to give you a separate web interface. You can click on articles, you can include different things, you can look at legal documents. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on articles and type in one of my favorite concepts or theories, which is the perceptual control theory, PCT. The perceptual control theory is something that if you haven't heard of it, I recommend you read up on it, take a look. It's great for teachers to understand how students' brains work and how we all interact with one another. It's all about perception. Then you can, of course, narrow that down by time, when it was written, the sources, things like that. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't shake things up a little bit and type in something a little different. I'm going to type in the Constitution. Okay, so the Constitution, if you're a social studies teacher, this is a very important legal document. Okay, so we can look at legal documents that are associated with the Constitution. We can look at federal court documents, Alaska court documents, all associated with the Constitution. So here's a redistricting case. In recent years, we've had Alaska's been redistricted. That's changed the way that representatives in the state are elected. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to Google and just click on the Google icon no matter where you are and go back to the Google homepage. I'm still at Google Scholar. I'm going to look for a very important case from history, and that's called Brown versus Board of Education. That's a 1954 Supreme Court case that is a federal court case, being for the United States of America. I can click on documents that have to do with that, and then I can see anytime documents that are written not just since 2012, but documents of any kind. And here is the actual legal brief of Brown versus the Board of Education, Topeka, Kansas, from 1952. It was decided in 1954. And this is the actual court document. So Google Documents are a great, fantastic way to do web research. And as you're researching the web, of course, you can see how these text and items are cited themselves. You can see on the right side of my page, I've got cited by and where it's referenced in other documents. You can also see related documents. If I go back to the actual document itself, this legal brief, you can see that every time Brown versus Board is written, because I've searched for it, it's highlighted in the document. To turn that off, just click on that X, remove that. Then you can go back and you can search for other words. So click on that little search at the upper left-hand side of my page there, and you can search for specific words, references, dates, things like that within that document. Okay, so I hope you've learned something. I encourage you to have some fun with this. Go ahead and build yourself a profile, and you can cite things very easily. And after you have some fun, email me with questions if you have them. I look forward to seeing you for the next episode.